Hello everyone, welcome back again to Spiritual Growth Tarot and Astrology. I'm Denise, and this is the reading for looking into Trump from August. So we're going to go from Sunday to Saturday, August 28th through Saturday, September 3rd. Wow, what happened to August? My goodness. Anyway, let me bring the camera down overhead. And I'm probably going to use the Kipper because I want to check into his, legal issues coming up. Okay, hold on one moment. Okay, so as usual, I'm starting off with Kipper, Ciro Marchetti's deck. And I have to put the week into the cards. So Donald John Trump's week, August 28th. To September 3rd, 2022. Will this be the week he's stopped due to the Espionage Act? What will be his experience this week? And I have some other questions, and I know you guys had some other questions you sent in to me, so I have that list right here as well. It was a little long, so I didn't add it into the intro, trying to keep things short. All right, Mr. Flump, what will be your week? All right, this one. Well, now, okay, I think I might have to read that a couple of different ways, but it looks like the J6 committee to me. It's always one of those things where, there's so many layers that can be true, but that's okay. I have lots of other decks here of different systems, and we will get to it. Okay. All right. So we don't see our imprisonment card yet, which would show major restriction or him being carried away, like, what came through in my dream. And Theodore, hi Teddy, he actually had an outright vision of Trump in handcuffs. We're all still waiting for that to come true. And I've gotten many times in the past that it would be his health that took him out. But, we were waiting for Merrick Garland to do his thing. The DOJ, FBI, what do you call, probable cause search warrant. Some deception. This would be one of his kids. Yeah. Don Jr. getting a subpoena for lying. That could be coming in there as well. But most of all, looks like his week would be, he still has support from somebody in a foreign land. This could be his supportive drug connection as well. This card here is his, on just his level. Would be his assets, of which his entire family, his demon spawn, as Lena Rodriguez calls him, his demon spawn, are in there in that whole mixture. And this would be, the family room would be anyone in his close circle of friends. Now on another level, this could have to do with his grifting that he's pretty successful at. Let's see. Oh man, you guys, it's like I can feel like he's physically, it's this card mostly to tune into here because he feels out of it to me. I'm feeling like a major, because I often empath, and, before shuffling the cards even, I say a little prayer and open to the truth, and only the truth, and however it needs to come through. And unless it's terribly painful, I usually just allow it to happen. And that's what I'm feeling now, is major loss of power. And this is our card for substance abuse and alcohol and just all types of excess, behavior. It's also my card for all things in foreign lands. Of course, you can see that. Distant horizons. It's usually called like, hope and longing or something like that. So he's longing on one level for money to just come in without him having to do anything for it. And any chance, any way to make any money, he'll go for it. This is partly his whole, his connection with this overseas, well, what is it, Sarah Kensinger? She always called it transnational crime syndicate, like transnational money laundering crime syndicate, depending on which day you caught her on. Yeah, and she has written a whole book on it. These two cards, connecting, knighting together, and this would be the community of, all the players of these large transnational crime syndicates. And if you're interested in learning more about that, of course, this can be our stand-in here for Sheldon Whitehouse on one level, coming to get him because it's hanging over him. And I can still feel like the weakness in his body. He's not Sheldon Whitehouse, but Trump's. He's not doing well. So, yeah, and the more I talk about it, the more it just kind of dissipates. So that's my cue to know that, it's something with the person I'm reading on, not me. So, anyway, so there's that. So there's Sheldon Whitehouse that's sniffing on that, going towards his all of their assets, looking and diving into that as much as possible. And then what I was thinking of when I saw this card is this, it's called the International Council. What is it? International Council of something journalistic, International Council of Investigative Journalists. So basically just Google ICIJ and get on their newsletter. And they will email you with all the updates all over the world, whatever comes through from all over the world. And you'll get to see, the countries with the problems, and, USA is one of them because we don't have strict enough laws to keep from these types of people buying assets, property in the United States from foreign lands. And they're willing to invest here because, then they get to own it. In other countries, you don't get to own your land. You don't, you're under even the monarchy. You don't own your land. You can buy your property, but, and then there's Mexico where you can get a 99-year lease, but you can never buy your land there. And it's like that way in many countries, but not in the USA. And that's why they all want to come here and buy up our property. So we need new laws, but what Trump will be experiencing this week, because that was the question I put into the cards, I feel like Sheldon Whitehouse has a part in it, something that he puts forward. And then I also feel like another thing Trump is experiencing is rules and regulations coming down on him as to who he's been in bed with. The marriage card doesn't have anything to do, I don't think, often with his marriage to Melania, because I've always felt like that's pretty much over. It's just, a legal document. But this can be any business partnership. And his ability to bond with others. Well, I don't think he's bonding with the military. These could be his political bonds with these two cards here, and especially with any that are overseas. And one whole layer here has to do with his ability to grift. Right? I mean, that's the thing. Off of his own people. And that's here. And I don't know that it'll be stopped, but this is often my answer card here. And this card is most definitely somebody pressing charges coming down. This is our card for the process of, going through the judiciary. So this is our DOJ card, and, New York, state of New York, this would be our stand-in card for all of his legal problems. And this guy, notice he's handing, he has something in his hand that he's bringing through. This would be, one of the, like search warrant cards, but that's usually my expectation card, that other one with the, the sad news that's, they're like, oh no, that's usually my subpoena card. But this card to me means that it's further down the line, because sad news is number 14. This is 23, and it's further down the line. Like there's something that is, it goes military official, then it goes court, and yeah, that's it. So the political process, the rules and regulations, and something's coming down the line for him this week, or close to. Close to. I don't know that something would come through on Memorial Day, but maybe soon after. Maybe this will show up again next week. We'll see when we get there. Wow. So there is something here about the, not only, I'm just repeating myself, not only the money laundering, but also the, transnational crime syndicate, money laundering ability, and then with his family, and then something legally is coming through. This could be, because we have this line up here, it could be that there's, with this 27 card here, this could be, there's some, because we've got over here, we have the bond, the connection, the bond, and somebody's looking at the bond, right? Like you could see, like this would be the political process, and this would be, it's our military card, but on this level, to stick with, what's going on with him, the things that he needs to take responsibility for, this would be somebody coming in with saying, hey, rules and regulations are, and then I'm thinking that something's going to come out in the news. On one other level, this could be the news, right here, the community card could be the news, that, who helped him? Who helped him with this getting, stolen documents out of the White House? I doubt he did it all by himself. Although has said he told people to just leave and he'll take care of it. But people were witness for years as to his procedures and practices to just take whatever he wanted. Right? Maybe that's what this is at the bottom of the deck, the deception. And this could, maybe it's not Don Jr., of course, but his demon spawn would definitely be connected. They would know what was happening. His closest family would know what's happening. But, this could also be like Mark Meadows, Kevin McCarthy, any of his older, even Pat Cipollone, or this could be Pat Cipollone because he's younger. This guy's usually 50 or 55. And then this is all the deception and the cheating and, evading the issue, right? So that's what's going on here. And I really feel like these three cards here are connected to this card here, this bond. I don't feel like it's marriage at all. It's this partnership. And then if we go a little further, look, we have the planning and the strategy. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So there's that. But I feel like some charges are coming down the pike for him soon against that. And it could bring in, maybe the cards are trying to tell us that it could bring in all of the other people that were involved. Because this is any politician. So this could be any politician in bed with Trump, and there could be many of them. And maybe these cards are just talking about money and grifting, but also information and gifts. And then maybe it's like ka-ching, we have tons of information and gifts, and it comes through. Because he should be locked up for what he's done. He has absolutely violated the Espionage Act. It's awful what he has done. Okay, so Pegasus, Peg Owens, she's had a question about, she's wondering if he was involved in blackmail and human trafficking. Well, I would say yes, I have. That's her intuition, and she's right. And yes, my cards have validated that over and over and over and over and over in readings. So you're right on. But this will be about the Republican Party. Has he blackmailed the whole Republican Party is her question. Now, we do have to remember that there were all those Republicans that went to Russia back on, talk about an insult, July 4th, 2018. There were 7 or 8 of them that were in the news, but there were actually 15 of them. I just could never find the other players. But, they're all, you just Google them. It's like Ron Johnson, what's his name? Lindsey Graham. I think Paul Gosar was in there. I could be wrong. There's a bunch of them. Thune was in there. I forget. Anyway, and then later on in 2019, it was declared by a bipartisan, if I remember it right. I think it was September. Because sometimes I remember dates. It's so weird. I remember dates and dollar amounts and things like that. I'm like a weirdo that way. September 27th, 2019, the NRA was declared by a bipartisan committee investigation, like Senate Intel, bipartisan Senate Intel committee, that the NRA was a foreign asset. Okay, so that's it. So the NRA came in, donated money to all these GOP players, and then suddenly they are part of that whole conglomerate, and they've got dirt on them. So there's blackmail right there. But so let's see. But was Trump a big? Of course he was a part of this, I think. But let's see. Because we know the NRA donated to all these GOP, and I'm sure Putin had his place in that because of, what's her name, Maria Butina, or Butina, I don't know how to pronounce her name, but anyhow, she's got a high position in Russia, I suppose, now. But let's look at Trump. Has Trump blackmailed or had a part in the blackmailing? Who has blackmailed the Republican Party? Is it mostly Trump? So here we go with the money laundering. People, especially putting things together like this, people that can't get jobs and then they have to work. So here we are with the money laundering, sex trafficking. These are the people that are in human misery because they can't find other work. And then they're part of this, having to take a risk in order to live. Okay, so change. But is Trump a part of this? Is Trump a part of this? And if I just get crazy cards that don't really make any sense, then the answer will be a no. But here we are. Here we are with with the community. And they expect to make money off of the backs of these people, of course. But there's some action coming after these people. They're not going to be getting away with it. There's changes coming for them. These people that work, that are trafficked, the people the slaves that are the human slavery that are trafficked, they're an asset to this community, of course, to this money laundering community. But change is happening. But then again, this card can have to do with, if we just read the images and forget about the words, just think about hotels and casinos and people that work in the hotels, and they come and go from the hotels, and they, right? They are under the radar without the protection. But we do have some rules and regulations and protection here. But this card isn't up on top. If I add these two cards together, I would say Trump Towers. I would say the answer is yes, he's definitely been involved through all of his hotels and resorts. This is what he has done up here, right? This is the work. And they get paid a little bit, but when you put these two cards together, they don't get paid much at all. And they're always waiting for more, but they don't have any control. This card is about no control, and you're waiting for something. But what's behind you is whoever controls everything. Again, the rules, we need stricter laws. We need to be cracking down. There needs to be major crackdown on money laundering, human trafficking in the United States. And Trump has done it all over the world. So I would say yes, absolutely. But as far as blackmailing the whole Republican Party, I'm not seeing anything here that has, let's see what was at the bottom. Yeah, overseas, again, somebody's coming after, somebody's going to be working on it, or somebody is working on it, somebody's going to be bringing something down. Well, we do have the deception here, and the connections, the teamwork of hiding and cheating. So I feel like it's not the whole Republican Party, but there are some, and I don't know that he did anything to blackmail. I don't think Trump had to. I think these people were caught up. They got caught up by the NRA, because this card here is our military, person card. So we're talking guns and ammo with this card. This is NRA to me. So, okay, so that's that question. Was there anything else? Oh, yeah. Peg also wanted to know, there's two more little questions here, and then I want to see if I can figure out what's in the what was in the classified documents. That was just one of my notes, but, it's come out already, so, but I'll still look. I'm going to look just to see what else we get. Peg also wanted to know, was Trump ever Epstein's boss? Was Trump ever Epstein's boss? Okay, so Trump, let's look at the Trump-Epstein relationship, and Trump will be the main male, and if Epstein comes through, he'll be the silver-haired dude. But let's look at the Trump-Epstein relationship. And then after that, I'm going to ask if Bill Barr was Epstein's boss. But let me focus in on just Trump and Epstein. What was their relationship? Oh. Trump and Epstein. Oops. Okay, there's Trump. There, communications. He was probably in the little black book. Yeah, okay. So quickly with this one, I would say that Epstein had more control over Trump, because Trump's down here on the bottom. And all of these cards up here speak to me about, this is my card for, imagine a guy on a massage table, right? And this would be the movement of people who really needed the money. This is how the younger girls got caught up. They needed the money, or, yeah, they needed the money. And here would be the ambition. And this could even be a younger guy, like maybe Matt Gaetz is coming in here just for fun, just to show us that he's going to have some really sad news, some subpoena, some oh no, coming up, sneaking up behind him. But all of this is on top of Trump, and this is coming up behind his back. So it might come out at some point more than it already has in the past. And yeah, that's his reputation is just a grifter and a liar and a thief. And of course he had something to do in there with Epstein, but I think Epstein was the one that had control over him. I think Epstein had the strategy. And maybe this is Epstein as a younger person, and we're, because this is the past, right? We're asking a question about the past. So this could be Epstein at a very young time in his life, and it's possible that he got something shocking, some shocking information about Trump, and held it over him the whole time. Shocking information about Trump's reputation, and maybe his mental illness. I bet you Epstein it'd be easy for him to see that Trump was easily controlled by his need for attention and his mental illness from the get-go. Now, of course, Epstein mentally ill as well, but in a different way. I feel like it's Epstein that took advantage of him. Okay, so that's that. So now let's look and see if Bill Barr. So now if the main man comes through, and I need to get Trump's energy out of this deck. So go for this moment. And this is just about Bill Barr. Close your ears if this noise bothers you. Bill Barr, and sorry, I should have given you a little more notice there. I'm going to do it 2 more times, but I want only Bill Barr and Epstein in here. And let's look at the relationship between Bill Barr and Epstein. And if the main male comes through, that will be Bill Barr. And let's see, what was Bill Barr's relationship with Epstein? Was he Epstein's boss? Because we know Bill Barr's dad is the one who hired him for that teaching gig at, what was it, Cambridge? Or, I don't know. Harvard? Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember. But what was their relationship? Bill Barr and Epstein. Yeah, they both had the same type of vision. It went on for a very long time. Both of these cards cover a lot of time and space. Well, then again, too, you know, was Bill Barr that visited him in prison as well. But we're seeing more here. Ambition and money. Okay. Bill Barr. Political decisions. Money. Sex trafficking. I don't know who she is. Oh, yes, we do. Oh, my God. This is Ghislaine, and these would be the younger girls. This card would be the one for the younger girls who fell prey. Didn't expect to get that in here. Okay, so I don't have either of the cards that represent either of the men, but I'm just going to read the energy and consciousness of the cards. So ambition for worldwide imprisonment of any young girl that was beautiful, and to be able to steal off of them, basically, you know, vampire. This is a card of vampires, vampiric energy. Ugh. And this is Ghislaine. Of course, she's still locked up. But I feel like Bill Barr's all over this, because here he is, the political dude. Yeah, and for a long time. Wow. Yeah. So that was their relationship. And probably Bill Barr, now I don't know if all this will come out about him later on, but I'm thinking, I'll do another layer. I should have looked to see what was on the bottom. I just screwed that up, but it's okay. But I'm feeling like something's going to come out about Bill Barr in the future that he was trying to, of course, cover up about his relationship with Epstein that went on for, many. These are all these countries. I mean, Prince Andrew is here, right? But as far as the Bill Barr, Jeffrey Epstein relationship, Ghislaine comes through. Ghislaine comes through, and where are all these other people showing up? But the ambition, so to just read the energy of the cards, it's the ambition of many countries worldwide. Yeah, so Bill Barr is all tied up in the whole money laundering, sex trafficking, crime family. Who knows what type of legal work he's done for them. Although I don't have the, normally I'd have the number 30, the advisor card for doing that type of legal work for a big syndicate. But we have the community here. So, but Bill Barr had all this on Epstein, and here's Ghislaine showing up, and Prince Andrew's there, and the ambition to make money off of the younger women, and Ghislaine was tied into it, and it was worldwide. Okay, so the cards, of course, are revealing what we already know. Let's just get one more little layer here and see what comes through. Yeah, so it's ending soon. It's going to be a painful, painful loss. Yeah, so the ending of the work, the ending of the labor of these, yeah, it's all, I love the fact that it's all broken up, because this behind is the past, but this is the future. Communications and all types of documents coming through. You know, I feel like there's a possibility that Joel Greenberg, Matt Gaetz, that whole, you know, and Ron DeSantis is probably in there as well. Yeah. Now, I don't know who that is. I mean, because we're reading about, it would have to be Bill Barr's wife. Oh, she might be really ill. He's had a lot of illness in his family with his daughter. Okay, so here we go. This is definitely Bill Barr, and this is his wife. So our now I have to keep going. So our communication is going to be coming out about them? What the heck, man? Let's see, at the bottom, courthouse, court papers, about things that they gave, how they worked, how they were bonded, and then deception. Wow. Okay, so let's be open to something coming out about Bill Barr in the future, and a painful ending for him. He's looking at his wife. I don't know if she's ill as well. I know one of his daughters was ill, but yeah, of course he's been the one that's been deceiving and cheating. He's done that terribly. You know what? It could just be that, not just, but it could be one thing that comes out. Maybe everything doesn't come out about him, but it looks to me like he's involved, and that's why he wanted to keep Epstein quiet. And I can't say anything more than that, or I won't. I'll get dings on being able to even monetize this video. You know, but you guys can read between the lines, and he and his work will be ending. Something's coming. There's going to be some gifts that come through, and I feel like this has to do with his. What's the word? Well, the way he messed with the DOJ, the way he messed with the DOJ and the Russia investigation that didn't come through with the Mueller report, the way he handled the whole Mueller report, him and that little weasel Rosenstein that stood back there acting like he had no spine. Yeah. So something's coming out about that in the future, more than already has. It's been coming out, and something more is going to be. There's going to be a painful ending because of the way he handled documents. This would be the Mueller report in here. Okay, so that's it with what's his face? Disgusting Bill Barr. He really is disgusting. I feel like throwing up, actually. Okay. And then Wild Heart, I'm looking at my notes over here. She had a question about how much other info is still at Maraloco, she says. Okay. I'm trying to figure out, should I change decks? Is there other information still at Okay, well, no, I'll stick with this deck, but the home card, the house card, if it comes through, would be Maraloco. Maraloco. Is there still other information at Maraloco? And if I just get crazy cards that don't make sense, then I'll know. No, they got it all. I mean, they were there a long time. And they could go back if they need to, but they were there a long, long time. So is there still information at Maraloco? This is a card of doubt, so it's doubtful. Yeah, they're examining everything that they got. No, this card is a card of a successful outcome. So major success. No, they got it. they got it all. I don't think that there's anything there that at least would be anything important. So this would be Maraloco. Yeah, having a big look-see down patch. Somebody's examining. Went right into his safe in his home. Yeah, they got this. This is the, if we didn't know better and realize that it wasn't a raid, it was a search warrant, but it came right into. These cards couldn't get any better when we're looking at the past. They came right into his home. He wasn't there, of course, but this is not good for the health of Maraloco, right? But yeah, no, and his this is another card for like a tall, high building. But notice what's missing here. We don't have gifts. Yeah, poverty. Yeah, no, I think they got it all, honestly. Change and they took it. Yeah, they came in and they got it and they took it. Yeah, let's see what was at the bottom. Melania and somebody else that helped. Keep getting those cards. Okay. So I think that one's a no. But let's use a different deck. How about that little maybe, the maybe Lenormand? Here, the Lennies, the Lenormand or Lenormand or the Lennies. But this one's an extended deck, and I absolutely love it. So let's do, I should be able to fit 7. Let me see, can I fit 3 rows? No, let's just do 2. I'll do 2 rows of 7. And let's see what was in the classified documents that we don't, we're finding out more and more, but there's so much redacted, of course. Oh, I can't believe that it always bugged me a long time ago when I knew he was tearing up documents. That was way in the beginning of his presidency. And I thought, oh, well, maybe they were just his documents because all he was doing there was running his own business. But no, it turns out it's way more. But let's see. Let's see if I can get everything that was in the classified documents. Okay, 14 cards. And I will take the 2 and 3 off the bottom there. Okay. Let's just make some room here. Okay. So this is the card for the government. It's not the tower. It's called the tower, but it's not a tower moment. The meaning is the government. Government nuclear secrets that are very dangerous, that we've had for a long time and we were trusted with. Other countries even, probably. Something new. The way that we were able to attract sources. Oh my goodness. This gives me the feeling of like a thumb drive type of a situation, or even a server. Like something more than digital documents. But let's see, because you know how you read these cards together. Yeah, domestic. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now since we're reading on Trump, this has to be him. Wow. Okay. What's at the bottom is the house, the key, in the gifts. It's like he gave the keys to the house as gifts, offerings to get what he wanted. We've got blackmail in here. Wow. Why am I surprised? I should not be surprised. So, governments revealed what was in the top secret, the classified documents. Now, this wouldn't be all the documents, but the most top secret reveal governments, nuclear, because this is a card of danger, and this is my nuclear card, and domestic. So USA secrets was in the classified documents, and other countries, this would be more our government. This is our government. Oh my goodness. Now, the little fox card it's our spies, and it's our counterintelligence that we've had for a very long time and who are very trustworthy. Our family of trustworthy spies. So, of course he did this so that he could use it to sell to, he took it as an opportunity. He took the documents as any opportunity he could to sell and make money. And he probably had, he had been seduced since the early days, I would say, by Putin. All we need here is the bear card. That's the only thing that's missing. Well, how about I just go ahead and do another little layer under here? Why not? What a jackass this guy, I swear. Why am I'm not surprised. I mean, none of us could be surprised on any of this, right? I mean, because we knew it. What surprises me is how he was able to do this for so long and get away with it. You know what I mean? Let's do it this way. And don't you guys just forget about like counting other Lenormand readers out there that count the cards and try to add them all up. It's a lot of work, first of all. If you just go by the symbols, I would prefer to do that because start doing math and you're not in your intuition anymore. But then again, you're probably really good with your both sides of your brain, both hemispheres of your brain. So if you want to do that, go ahead. But I need to make some room here. Okay, I need some more to this story. What is in the classified documents that I'm guessing will never be unredacted because it would reveal who our counterintelligence people are. And Trump did come through, so. And when it comes to assassins and spies and things, I mean, because I always read in layers, you guys know that. This could be Putin right here. But I have a special card for him, and if it comes through, I'll show you. It's a little Cupid card. Let's get this bottom layer down here. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Okay, so here's the alliances. Here's the money. Here's the social media. Well, here's his interactions to make money. and to break apart whatever he wanted to break apart. Well, this is all about just partying with people. This is our enemies. Well, partly. These are our major conflicts over the world. This is the clan. This is the friggin' clan. This is the clan of worldwide money launderers and traffickers and all of that. Wow. So what's in the classified documents? Now, on another level, this could be anyone who's ever been of a higher, like military, because these two cards together here, this is like war or military secrets. Yeah. So anything to attract more abundance for him. And, maybe he's thinking he has some type of a higher reputation after all of this, but no. But then again, you have to put him in the circle of the cronies. And those are his real, buddies. He could give a crap about the United States, even though it's all about make America great again. Yeah, well, I don't think so. No, they're maggots. He's a maggot. Okay. So what's in the classified documents could break apart any new information that was dangerous, new information that was also very dangerous, could break apart our interactions, our successful interactions. He did it, it's just all for himself, but he took anything that he thought he could make money with, and all for, like MBS, maybe Erdogan, maybe Viktor Orban, anybody he could sell. Right here, this is all we need right here. Any way he could make a deal to get money. Over and over and over again. He probably didn't know exactly what he had his hands on a lot of the times, and then other times he did, and he just kept taking it, anything to increase his public reputation or break apart someone else's reputation. It's all for the grift, all for the money, all for this opportunity, this invitation to, he just wanted the keys to the house, and he could do whatever he wanted with them. That's why he said they were his. Yeah. And if I hadn't drawn that second or third line, the answer's right here is just his being an opportunist to, get whatever he wanted to improve his situation. But what was actually in the documents, we've got war secrets here, right? We even have who paid whom, who paid who to get what they wanted. People who paid, government secrets that were very dangerous, nuclear and domestic, and who we paid, who we made deals with, who the United States made deals with, is in those documents. And people that need to be protected, that have been loyal for a very long time, people who help other countries, who have helped keep the peace, and their identities. Identities, of course, they're right, dangerous to show the identities. And then he may have taken anything he thought was a danger to himself and his reputation. Anybody who could, like cross him and his reputation. This is a card of conflict here and battles. Anything that he thought could end his reputation. Well, it's already down the toilet, dude. I swear. Here, let's end with this card if I can find it. Let's see. Let me go through this whole deck. I know I'm pretty sure it's blue. If I can find it, just imprint this in your head. And, oh, maybe nope, not there. It's in I'm looking through the Housewives Tarot. Come on. It's the image I want to leave you with, so we can just imagine John Trump. Oh, I hate that card. That's not justice. That's awful. Come on. Is it on the bottom of the deck? Here it is. It's not blue, it's pink. Forget about the toothbrushes. This is where we want to see John Trump lit up and flushed. Okay, let's leave that. And I'm going to close this reading up. This is really long. You're welcome. Thanks, you guys. Take good care. Bye.